want to say I was like, let's say like 15, 16 at the time, right? And I was like, no, I'm just gonna take myself off the medication. Bitch, are you a doctor? What the fuck? But like, I low-key kind of support that still, because like, a big part of me does not want to be on medication for the rest of my life. I like hate the idea of that being a possibility, you know what I mean? So yeah, I ended up having, because I had a seizure, I want to say like around like 10, 11, right? And I had been having them when I was younger, but just never got it diagnosed. So after getting it diagnosed, got on medication and everything, and then in the church they said, no, I'm healed, right? So I was like, I bet, okay, I'm off the medication, taking myself off this medication now. So I took myself off the medication, and I was child, I was fine for like a few years even, I want to say. I didn't have any seizures, nothing, and I was good, okay? And then last year, July, I ended up having a seizure. It was because I had COVID at the time, and one of the triggers for seizures is a fever. So I had a fever. I also had watched a video with like flashing lights, and there's obviously, you know, not obviously because I'm not gonna see you right now, but there's also other triggers like flashing lights. So I had 10 flashing lights, and also like my anxiety was off the roof. Another trigger. So it was like a triple whammy, baby. So I had all the triggers in one. So I was getting moved left, right, and center. So then at that point, I ended up having a seizure. So that was like July last year, right? I had to go to the hospital the next day, or the doctor the next day, and she put me back on medication. I was fucking devastated because I was like, nah, I was good, you know. But like, also I was very aware at the time that like I now came to a point in my life where I was no longer religious, right? And still am not. I want to say spiritual. I believe in the universe. I believe in God. I'm just not. I don't subscribe to any specific religion, right? So I was like, okay, it's fine. But also it's not fine because I kind of like felt like I had just been thrown into the deep end again. You know what I'm saying? So then yeah, this year I ended up going to find a specialist. A neurologist, and I got a checkup. My dad and I were convinced that actually I was going to be fine, and he wasn't going to put me back on meds because I just had like all of those 3 triggers at once, right? So we were convinced, nah, that's what it was about, and actually I'm okay, you know. So I go to the neurologist, sit there the whole fucking day, my guy. When I tell you we got there at 9 o'clock, which would have been fine if like we could like make an appointment and shit, but like we sat there from 9 until like 5 o'clock, my guy, and that's when this guy saw us and did a few scans and whatnot. I looked at my scans, I took a picture of this shit, sent it to my friends, like, look at my brain activity, laughing about this shit. And then I go back into his office and he says to me, you've been having silent seizures, so it's actually really bad. So, oh my god, when I tell you I had to hold back those fucking tears, because I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking cry in front of this man, right? I don't like crying in front of strangers. Funny enough, because I posted a fucking video of me crying on the internet for people I don't really know. But anyway, that's besides the point, right? So then, now where he puts me on new medication, prescribes new medication. So I have to go to the chemist to go pick this up. Now I'm walking out reception. I am fucking at the point of crying. When I saw you, we went there to that receptionist to go pay now. Before we left. And I started fucking crying in front of all of these strangers who were sitting in the waiting room. I was so pissed, bruh. Because like, I just felt defeated in that moment, you know, because I was so convinced, nah, everything's gonna be fine. It's not that deep, you know, it was just because So I tried to distract myself. I remember it was even my sister's day to wash up, and I was like, no, let me wash up, because I needed to like distract myself. It was really fucking bad, because like, I suppose I should share this part too, but when it comes to epilepsy, you can't drink, you can't smoke weed, and I think that part like really just hurt the most, because I was like, bro, I was fine with not drinking, I was fine with not smoking a pipe, but like when he took away weed, I was like, damn, that was like the one thing that I had left. And like I had like read studies and shit about how people were actually using weed to treat epilepsy, right? I was like, oh bet, okay, so smoking weed is fine. At least I'll still have that, like I'm cool without alcohol, but smoking a pipe, like it's okay, I can just smoke a J, and then why am I shaking? But he took that away. He's like, no, people use that as treatment, but actually our brain doesn't like that. And I was like, oh, so you're gonna take away the last little piece of happiness that I have, bet. So yeah, it was really, really fucking bad. And like obviously every single time I wanted to like speak, not every time, because I didn't want to talk about this, but every time I ended up speaking to someone about it again and again. I just ended up having fucking breakdown after breakdown. But luckily, someone I was speaking to at the time was like, do you want me to call you? No, you know what? This person didn't even ask. I don't think this person even asked, because I was like going through the post and I told her that, and then she called me. And we got on a call, and that made me feel like a lot fucking better. She always makes me feel better if I'm feeling like shit, so that was really nice. But yeah, it's just been such a transition period, I want to say, going through this, and coming to grips with reality. Well, coming to grips with the fact that this is my new reality, and like a big part of me is still very much like, I don't want to be on medication forever. I would much rather just like avoid the triggers, you know what I mean? So low-key, that's like kind of how I feel. And I was speaking to my dad about it, because the first medication he prescribed me fucking had lactose in it. I don't know how he scoped that part. I'm lactose intolerant, so he gave me the shit, and I was cramping up for days and days, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I went and researched the medication. I'm like, motherfucker, this shit has lactose. No wonder I feel like I'm fucking dying. So I had to go back to this neurologist, and then he prescribed me new medication, and I struggle with depression and anxiety, and now the side effects of the new medications is it may give you suicidal thoughts, may give you anxiety, may give you depression. I was like, bitch, I told this fucking man that I struggle with all these things, and he's giving me this shit which can make it worse. What the fuck? So yeah, I was like, dude, what do you even mean? What the hell? Yeah. And like my dad was like, so what do you want to do? Because this is your life, And I was like, ideally, I don't want to be on medication. I would much rather just like avoid all of the triggers and shit. So I want to have that conversation with him today and see if that is even up for discussion, because he didn't even bring that up at all, He just jumped right into what he could put me on, which I get. He's a doctor, fuck, whatever, right? But like, I don't want to be on medication for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna have that conversation with him today and be like, is that like a possibility, Is that an option? Because I don't want to be on meds forever. So I think I need to have that chat with the mans, and see how to move forward. Because meds all the fucking time. Like, I hate the idea of like constantly having to be on medication, and I understand, yes, that like it's necessary for a lot of people to be on meds, you know. But like, I don't want to do it. I don't fucking want, my guy. Like, I'd much rather just avoid the triggers and shit. So if that is an option, I definitely want to lean into that. So I'm gonna have that chat with him, because I'm sure, like, because he put me on medication, I'm sure he's gonna do like another scan or whatever today when I go in. Like, it's what's time now? It's literally like 6:30. Preferably, I'd like to be there like by 8, you know, sitting in the queue and waiting for this man to attend to me. But like, preferably, I don't want to be on medication, you know. I don't want to do that shit. So like, I'm gonna have that chat with him today and see what he says, because this is not it. But anyway, just doing a little soft glam. The plan was actually not to do so much makeup, because yeah, I know I'm gonna be sitting there all day. So it's gonna be an experience. No, it's not gonna be an experience. What the fuck? It's gonna be a good long day. Hopefully not as long as last time though. Although I think it might be, simply because this is his first day back in the office after he like went on fucking holiday. Or took leave, whatever the fuck. Because like he said, come back in 6 weeks to see me again. So I just want to call the office. I'm like, hi, is he in? And they're like, no, he's only back on Wednesday. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I've actually been off my meds for 3 days now. The meds that he prescribed me, because I couldn't fucking go back. I've tried to get a hold of him. He did not respond to me. Just to like get a re-up on the script, you know. Because like, I don't want to now be having another seizure, because I don't have my meds, you know. But yeah, I just, the moral of the story is I don't want to be on these drugs forever. That is the last fucking thing I want. So hopefully I can get off this medication at some point, you know. Because ideally I don't want that to be the rest of my life just on meds, you know, pumping myself up with these drugs. It's really not cute. I don't like it. I don't like the idea. I just, no, not the fucking vibe. But anyway, just doing a little highlighter situation. This really hasn't been like a tutorial in any way, shape or form. You guys are literally just like chilling here with me while I get ready. But yeah, I think this is a cute little look. A soft glam type situation. And like, oh, I was very worried that like I had the blurring filter on, which I don't fucking do, and that was gonna irritate me, but actually my face looks fucking flawless, and I'm eating it the fuck up. But anyway, let's just go in. I'm going to set my face first. Yo, I forgot about my fucking teeth this whole time. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. And then we can do a little gloss situation and a brow mascara. Okay, cool. That was great. Excuse me. I love burping. Fun fact about me, I irritate my family members with how much I burp. Because it's unladylike. Who said I was a lady? Don't be delusional. But anyway, I'm just brushing through my brows with some brow gel. And then I want to put on some mascara over here. Not doing lashes. I actually low-key think I'm over lashes, like completely.